update that has like shows you everywhere you've ever walked for like 200 hours. It's really nice to know where you haven't been and stuff that way. Oh god. Okay, so we need to get the regular exit this time. Ooh, let me get this music again. Excellent. That goes straight to Fireflower. I like it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been an absolute blast to play. But again, I don't know. I did not feel like playing it, as weird as that sounds. I feel like doing what I want to do, and on a day like today where I was just pretty down for no real apparent reason, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I couldn't even get into Overwatch, and that's the first time in all like 200 hours I've logged in Overwatch since October that's friggin' happened to me. And honestly, like, I don't know, this game's getting my energy up and stuff quite a bit that I think I probably could boot up Overwatch here in a bit if the guys are playing and have a good time. So we do not want you. Ow! Why? Take it out on the caterpillar. Take out my frustrations on that caterpillar, man. Screw that caterpillar. Maybe I should just keep playing this. This is good. Usually just meme it up in Overwatch, as we call it, and have a good time. We have a lot of different ways of doing things, quite honestly. Sometimes it's like all quick play for the most part. Sometimes we'll play something called Team Captains, which is just like, I don't even know how it started. It was just like, hey, buddy Animal, pick our friend Taylor's character. And then it ended up just being like, Animal, pick everyone's character. And it ended up being something called Team Captains that we invented that we play sometimes, where we have 6 people frequently, and so we just take turns. We have the captain employ the next captain after the game's over, and they pick what everybody plays. And it's pretty funny, because obviously sometimes people go through that and they make it a really stupid idea. Like putting all supports, which is what I've done, and it's worked. Ah! See, if I had more healing, I wouldn't have died. There's been, I think, a total of... we tried it in comp once because it had never failed in quick play. This is before Moira existed. So our original rendition of doing all supports, and this was outside of doing team captains, was, I think, all supports and a Pharah. So the 5 that existed back then, and then Pharah. And that never failed. It worked literally, I think, 3 times in a row that night, and then we stopped doing it at that point. And then it worked again, like, later on, when Moira was out, to do actual 6 supports, and it didn't fail for, like, I swear, another, like, 3 or 4 straight times or something that day. And then we took it to comp. It failed miserably. It was at the start of, like, Season 8 or something, I think. Yeah, Season 8 was the one that absolutely shredded my rank down. And then we've done it since. I brought it up in Team Captains a couple times, and it's worked. It's just, it doesn't fail in quick play, at least, and it's amazing. So, like, I don't know, that's pretty, we have a lot of goofy ways of playing it, of course. And that's one of them, Team Captains. But yeah, I play a lot of Sombra and Mercy by default, so I don't know, I flex a lot, but I like playing supports for the most part. Sombra's the outlier to that. I love being a pest. I love hacking the world, man. Fuzzy Fiesta. Just give me a Sonic and Knuckles Mushroom Hill Zone vibe mixed with like Mario World. Gee, I wonder why it's mixed with Mario World. It's almost like it's a Mario World hack. I do want to say, yeah. I tried to do this, the fuck you Yoshi, but I went with Mario Maker controls and pressed R to jump off. I kind of saw that death pit coming too. But yeah, props. This is turning out to be a wonderful experience all around. It's not too hard. I think I've died less than 10 times. I might be incorrect on that. At least today I'm under 5 for sure. Possibly. I don't want to say for sure. But, you know, it's been a good time, man. You've done some good work here so far. I'm hoping it stays this way. I know Blue Water Kingdom kind of tended to get a little shoddier near the end. But, oh great, this one is rated 4.8 or something. I think we're expecting a high quality hack through and through. And 86 exits. Boy, that's going to take a while, but, you know, it's fine. It's going to be another lengthy YouTube series on my channel. Probably the first Mario hack-related one since New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was in 2014 now, believe it or not. I think. 2013-14, I think, actually. A mix of those two. Because video game ADD! Stopped me from playing it for a while. The nice thing about YouTube in that regard, though, is it does get me back to games. Let's take Final Fantasy VI, for example. Fantastic game. I was enjoying the absolute crap out of. Stop playing it. Because life got busy, yada, yada, yada. Usually when that happens, especially with an RPG, I am so lost and flustered. Fuck you, Yoshi. No. Okay. That's, I can't return to it. But with knowing I had a YouTube series sitting there, it was like, okay, well, it's not like a lot of people watch this, but, like, you know, I'm grateful to people that do, and I enjoy doing it for the people that do. And for myself, because it's just a fun project to work on. It makes me, I think, a lot more into the games, too, frankly, a lot of times, in like, a different way. I can go on and on about that, but either way, it just brings me back to playing it. And I'll do that in whatever way I can, and maybe it's something I gotta take as an example in, like, my usual gaming endeavors, is to, like, for Final Fantasy VI, I went and watched Final Fantasy VI the movie, which is just a sequence of all the cutscenes in order, and nothing but the cutscenes. Up until the point I was at, just to kind of refresh myself what was going on, as best as I could, and that was the way I did, Final Fantasy VI, and it brought me back to the series, and now it's actually hopefully getting completed here because of YouTube. So that's the nice thing that's happening with that. As I say that, I realize the whole time I'm filming this, it's still labeled under Final Fantasy VI. Yikes. I apologize. This is clearly not Final Fantasy VI. Wow, we got a ways to go to any sort of fortress or anything. It's not. Beware the forest mushrooms! What does this mean? Oh, is it? Oh, wait. Okay. I thought it was gonna be something else. Watch out! In this part of the forest, mushrooms eat you! In Soviet Russia, mushrooms eat you. At least the mushrooms and blocks will still make you big. This goofy ass music, I love it. Ah! Okay, that's the deadly mushroom. God, talk about Mario 64 piano much. That's that right there. Same friggin' idea, man. Give children nightmares. It's not quite as bad, though. It's not doing the gong, gong, gong noise thing. It's funny when a lot of those lists, like, mentioned, or people, like, bring up those kind of things that are, like, spooky to them. And it's, like, also spooky to me, but usually it's, like, I can't actually relate to these things. It's, like, I don't know. I usually hear about these things before I play things, except in that case. Ah! Why'd I fall for it? I was, like, semi-fell for it. God. Well, I can't see I've seen the fucking deadly... Don't do drugs, kids. They eat you. Is that the message here? Is that the message? Is that the message, Mario? Doesn't really know. His eyes are going nuts, so man. Which mushrooms are the safe ones? It's like they... I react too late to it or something, man, I swear. Or, I don't know. It's like they react sooner than I think, or later. I don't know how to explain it. I took a dumb hit. Let's explain it that way. That's probably the best decent way to explain it, right? Okay, any killer mushrooms? Ha! Ha, you've vanquished from that. Ooh. Land right beside that Koopa. That could have been yikers. Could have been yikers, man. Yikers, mate. Let's see here. Fuck you! I needed that bat to get up there, didn't I? Hey. What? Oh, right, I can't jump on you. Ah! No! Stop being everywhere! I want good mushrooms only. Ah! 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 You came from behind the tree, man. Ugh! Come on, come on, come on. I know you're coming. Let's just get it over with. Hello, bats. You look cute. Okay, yep, kill yourself. Might as well just kill yourself there, mushroom. I am perfectly okay with that. Why are they being put behind trees, man? I can't see behind trees. Remember I read a book by that name once in elementary school. Sees behind trees. It was about a Aboriginal kid, I believe, that had powers. I don't remember. That was like grade 4. Why am I bringing that up? I think it was grade 4. It was actually kind of cool because I did a trip to Calgary recently to see my brother and my sister-in-law. It was her birthday for real, and I bought him tickets to the Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames in like September, and booked the trip that far in advance. And I went there, but like among the trip, I also gotta go volunteer at my sister-in-law's and like shadow her at her grade 5's little like 200 student Catholic school or whatever. And it was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Like I've had this thing going around where it's like, I think I want to be a teacher, and I'm pretty sure I am, but that paranoia of what if I don't? And what if I get through all the schooling and I find out I don't like it? But Day was really reaffirming in that way, because it was just that enjoyable, right? So the funny thing is, my sister-in-law is a Filipino descent, so and obviously like my brother and I are Canadian and like Scottish descent and Scottish French. So the funny thing is, like with her grade 5s or whatever, she like went, she's like, I don't know who I'm going to tell them you are. And I'm like, just say I'm your brother-in-law. She's like, they won't understand that. I'm like, oh, right. I'm like, just say I'm your brother. And she's like, they'll probably just react really confused and exasperated from that. And I'm like, maybe. Fucking mushrooms. Funny thing is, she actually did go into her class, and she's like, okay, everybody, this is Cameron. He's my brother. And they're all like, what? It was pretty funny. And then she had to explain what a brother-in-law was. So, fun story there. But anyways, the funny thing is she also brought up later that day is they're reading some book from the same author that wrote The Giver. And I think The Giver's still being read in Alberta schools around like grade 7, I think she was telling me. But they're reading this one in grade 5, obviously, which was a different book entirely. Fuck you, mushrooms. You were unpredictable as shit. Or just hard to deal with for some reason. God, like, honestly. Anyway, she brought it up to them, and it was kind of like a cool moment. She's like, oh yeah, if you look in the back in the book, everybody, the Giver there that you'll be reading in grade 7, Cameron played the lead role in that, in a play in his, like, home city. Oh, what the heck. Oh god, every time my controller disconnects, this likes to... Fuck. Let's see how far back it set me. How shall we? I was hoping to save legitimately with the game and not use save states before I was done tonight, but it seems like my controller deciding, the SCP program or whatever, deciding to do that is going to screw me over, isn't it? Oh, thank goodness it saves every time and I'm just not observant. Okay. Excellent. Do I even have the halfway point? Do I want to start next time on the mushrooms? Ah! Kill me! I want to do this level at least. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good experience. That's pretty much the end of that story anyways. And I think I'm going to be done for now. It's approaching midnight here, and I'm still on somewhat of an early-ish schedule until summer semester starts. I'm on my last university class on Tuesday. Officially, but I still have to direct that show until the end of April, so it's not quite done, really. No exams as a theater student, though, so there's that at least. That is until I do other BA requirements that are not theater classes, which is this summer. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me, watching on YouTube, whatever you might be doing. We'll see you next time on Mario and Luigi Kola Kingdom Quest in next October. No, hopefully get back to this more than that, but either way, we'll see you when we see you. Thank you guys.